It may seem counterintuitive at a time when we've been told to stay at home and practice social distancing for many weeks, but 1.7 million Queenslanders are due to gather en masse in 77 local council areas statewide tomorrow to vote in local council elections, despite calls growing for the elections to be postponed. Now, a lot of people, around 1 million Queenslanders, have already voted through phone polling or postal votes where eligible, and also going to the pre-poll booths. But it's there where we've seen some of the problems around crowding. In Townsville yesterday, here are scenes of pre-polling booths where there are obviously very long lines and no social distancing measures in place, and very little in the way of personal protective equipment to be seen. Now, the idea of having to go out and vote tomorrow is causing a lot of consternation amongst voters. ABC North Queensland has been told by one woman, for instance, that her daughter's undergoing chemotherapy, and for her it's not worth the risk of going out to vote because she's scared she might contract coronavirus and harm her daughter. Other people have been really worried about the prospect of being fined for not voting. You can be fined $133 if you don't go out to vote on polling day. And with a lot of people having lost their jobs or feeling insecure financially around the coronavirus crisis, the idea of copping a big fine like that is also making people worried. Now, the top health official in Queensland says, quote, "There's no risk to people going and voting tomorrow, and that it's riskier to go to the supermarkets." The Electoral Commission in Queensland has said there will be safeguards in place. People are being encouraged to bring their own pencils to fill out the ballot papers. They say that there'll be fewer than 100 people in any polling booth building inside at one time, and the State Emergency Service has also been requested to potentially provide assistance with keeping those social distancing measures in place. Doctors, on the other hand, say that this is a disaster waiting to happen. Some have compared it to the cruise ship scenario where the virus spreads rapidly in a confined environment. And another big concern amongst the medical and scientific community is that contact tracing would basically go out the window in a scenario like this, meaning that it would be almost impossible to trace back who was standing next to who, behind or in front of them, in which line, at what polling booth, at what time, should anyone test positive for coronavirus after going to vote.